Alright, it's finally time for the Stage 3 completion gameplay. Something probably should have been done like a few weeks ago, but I was too lazy to do it, and I waited for better units to come out, like Matrona. This was actually my second attempt of the day today. I had 2 good attempts. Actually, like, I feel like what actually got me the win was specifically not my luck, but that I had easier rules or conditions for him, which I can talk about in a second. But let me play this out. This is Stage 3 completion, and I'm going to be talking through like what the stage, well, like each phase of the floor 3 does. But honestly, I don't know if I can even call this a guide. Like, I have, of course, maxed out characters, except you can say Matrona's not maxed out because I don't have all her cosmetics leveled up, and I don't have 6-6 for her or anything, but 6-6 Margaret, 6-6 Galfer, 5-6 Brunhild, and of course you are gear for all of them. Using Galfer's Holy Relic, which I'm going to talk about more extensively in another video, but Galfer's Holy Relic is so much worse than I thought it was going to be. Again, I've only beaten this now after having the Galfer Holy Relic, but I cannot attribute the win to it, if I'm being really honest. Like, the dub here was knowing what the stage does and getting very lucky. So, first off, if you want to beat Phase 3, this seems really good. Fantastic. Matrona acts as the main healer. I don't have the healing card set. The card set I'm actually using is the 6 extra % single target damage. If I had the healing card set, that's what I would use though. So that free card set we all got, that's the card set I'm using. And gear-wise, Matrona has HP defense. You are gear. You can see the HP. Like, that is not even like me like, yes, I survived. This is exactly how much HP it is every single time when I take the ultimate. This is exactly how, for now, this is verbatim. Like, for now on this first floor, this is exactly what happens every single attempt. Where he almost kills all of my units, including Matrona. This little health in the Matrona survived is exactly how much it survives every single attempt. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then she full heals the team, basically. I don't want to say full heal, but it's good amount of healing. So Matrona acts as the healer. And I use here and there Brunhilder's ultimate to heal as well. But, so right here, I think... on this attempt, I had received a message from Speedy. He wanted to play Warzone. So you saw me taking a pause here. I was joining voice chat. By the end, I was with Kabuki and Speedy on the voice chat. I was like, oh, wait, I think I won Stage 3. And it was like, yo, I won Stage 3. I was like, oh, I think I got it. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, talking more about the units. Brunhilder has full crit chance as her rolls on the attack gear. And attack crit, of course, just because that's what all like attempts are like using, really. That's what everyone uses on Brunhilder, because if she doesn't crit, she doesn't do damage, basically. So you want her to crit, and if she crits, she hits damage cap. So full crit chance. Matrona again, HP defense with just regular rolls. Galfer HP defense. Margaret attack crit. And the strategy, so now I've already talked about all of this. The strategy here, you saw me in the first turn. I put the taunt for Matrona, the damage reduction for Margaret, and I basically just kind of keep wasting cards until I kill him. Like, there's no goal here with this first floor. It's just more of a, can I get a Margaret level 3 so he doesn't kill me? And let's kill him whenever he has ultimates. Having a way of taking off the ultimate gauge is great. Both Matrona and Galfer can deal with that. And also at the same time, not really worrying too much about building up, because floor 1 is much harder than floor 2. Floor 1 hits you like big time. So that's basically the strategy. If you're going to be using Green Liz, a good strategy, that's what I was using to beat floor 1 basically, was to keep cycling between Brynhilder and Liz ultimates. But honestly, I like the Margaret strategy way better than the Liz strategy. I felt like Liz was such a big weak link. Since I was already getting so much heal from Matrona anyways, Margaret is just such a good damage reduction, stuff like that. So, didn't even talk about what floor 1 does, or phase 1 does, because it's not very important. Floor 1, all that he does is basically seal you from using level 2s and 3s, and sometimes he removes the debuffs from you. That's when you get the opportunity to actually use them. You could cleanse with Margaret or Green Liz. Oh, you can't cleanse with Green Liz because it has to be level 2. You can cleanse with Margaret if you really want to, but most of the time it's not needed. I try my best to hold the level 3 Margaret card. As you can see, I have a level 3, and luckily I got another level 1. I don't recall if I saved that level 3 all the way to the end. I think I used it at some point. But Margaret level 3s were incredibly clutch for this run. And my dog is biting my shoe. And just basically try to beat him before he could kill me. This phase 1, really. Phase 1 is not very technically crazy. Phase 2 though, so you could get crazy phase 2 if you don't have a taunt. Matrona or any taunt really, Green Diane, is very, very impressive for this phase, just because she deletes your cards, right? Or do they have a gender? They delete your cards, so you want, maybe the unit that has the least value, the tank, really, to get the cards deleted. You can see I did a stinky winky right there. I shouldn't have moved the card to get Matrona's ultimate. He's gonna delete the ultimate. Stupid. In any case, I put the taunt up so he doesn't delete any like Margaret cards or Brynhilder cards. And in a general sense, you want Matrona, if you're using Matrona, which I did recommend people maybe throwing a multi on, just because, everyone got a free multi on Matrona, and the second multi is 1 gem, well, on global. Because Matrona, the more damage she takes, the more she heals. I think right there, did I not use Margaret's blue card? I think I did. Why did I use it at the end? I mean, I knew I was gonna hit damage cap with that card. Oh, because I wanted to cleanse. Okay, so by this, health on phase 2, he applies a Green Gopher debuff on you, the one that takes off ultimate gauge. And I saved the cleanse to the end to cleanse. I forgot that. It's been a few hours. I forgot that. I saved the cleanse at the end. You know how many attempts I did this? Man, it's been like, I only really actually tried beating this stage from 3 days ago or 4 days ago. But I've done so many attempts. I know basically everything that's gonna happen. But yeah, you don't want to get ulted on this phase either, because it removes your buffs. Which is exactly what happened. So I believe, yeah, go for the Margaret ultimate. But that was also not very smart, because I'm gonna lose the ultimate gauge. Why did I even bother? Now that I'm rewatching, I'm questioning my decision so hard. Like, why did I even bother? I'm gonna lose the ultimate gauge. Why did I bother combining the cards if I'm gonna lose the ultimate gauge anyways? She's eating my shoe. Stop. I'm gonna lose the ultimate gauge anyways. I'm not gonna get the ultimate. It's like, now I put the Margaret level 3. So phase 2, basically all he does is delete your cards with that single target. So you want your tank to lose her cards, not like Margaret or Brynhilder. And then phase 3. Phase 3, you gotta kill quick. Phase 3, every turn that passes, he seals something. It starts with stance, then goes debuff, then goes buff, then goes attack cards. You don't want your attack cards to get sealed. Ideally, you'd want to kill him before he seals your buff cards in case you want to rank up. But if you can't, at least killing him before he seals your attack cards are like necessary. But I try to do it before he actually seals my buff cards, because like a lot of times I'll prefer to maybe have the potential of using a rank up. I don't care for him sealing like debuffs. Like the only debuff card I have is Galfers, which is pointless. So I don't care for that, and for stances, right? But so, you know, just try to kill him as fast as possible. While this is where the challenge / RNG of floor 3 comes, because on this specific floor, or phase 3 and 4, you want to kill phase 3 as fast as you can before he seals your stuff, but you also want to have cards prepared for phase 4, and that's such RNG driven, because yeah, if I don't pull enough Brynhilder cards, then what can I do, right? So you want to kill phase 3 as fast as you can, while at the same time being ready to just dump cards on phase 4. But at the same time, you don't want to do like 3 DPS cards on phase 4, because if you leave him below 25%, he'll full heal. So I've lost so many times because I dumped my Matrona cards before phase 3 and had like ended up pulling none afterwards. I've, you know, ended up getting lucky and getting the takeoff buff card there, but had to take off the evasion, and then did I even need to take off the evasion? I know I used that more for the fact that I wanted to take off the defense and the HP more than the evasion, because ultimates ignore the evasion, right? But I do it because I want to make sure that he dies here. And I was like, okay, if I don't kill him here with the Gopher ultimate, which I know I will, but if I don't kill here with the Gopher ultimate, I guess I'll just accept defeat, right? There's nothing you can do about that. And then just to waste a card, I used the level 3 Margaret card. But yeah, I knew for a fact I was going to kill. So you want to kill him in 3 turns before he seals your buff cards, ideally. And then also be ready for phase 4. So this is why I actually ended up winning this time, because I had a level 3 Margaret ready and used. I had a Matrona taunt, and I was ready to dump cards on him, because phase 4 has the same passive as Lolly Merlin, where the more HP he has, the more attack he'll have when he attacks you, right? So you want to lower his HP right as you get in there. So I dump cards enough that I know I'm gonna get his HP very low, but also I know that I'm not gonna get too low, because again, if you make him go below 25%, he will heal, and you don't want that. That's why I believe I don't ult with Margaret. That's why I don't ult with Margaret, because I don't want him to heal. I just do the heal for everyone there with my Brynhilder, and I get him low enough that was almost 25%. So if I had ulted with Margaret, I believe he would have full healed. Or would it? What is the damage cap? Is it 35%? If the damage cap is 35%, I think I would have killed him actually. But it's fine, it worked out. I left him with that amount of HP, and I was very confident there. But like, as soon as I entered as soon as I got my cards, that I got a Brynhilder card, I told Speedy I was in VC, I was like, oh, I beat floor 3. Because I was very confident. And he's dead. So let me, now that we're done with the gameplay, again, not a tutorial, because honestly, if you don't have these characters maxed out, I cannot guarantee you that you're going to have the same experience as I have. Your characters might die faster, your characters might, if you don't have like all cosmetics upgraded, right, for all these characters, might die faster, might not do as much damage. So it's like, but if you have your characters like that, yeah, I think I would have killed if I had actually ulted. I need to check, because Here's another thing, right? The reason why, no one as an English player beat the bird before it came to global was because we had no idea what he did. We don't read Japanese. Google Translate is not great. So how I beat it right now was I kept going on global and reading, oh, this does this buff does that, that he applies to himself. This, like, those predetermined things, this is what that does. So that was very helpful. So this is it. Dead. Very nice. Got my reward. But yeah, talking about those rules, I actually don't know exactly what they do. I know for a fact though, this one is one of the best ones you can have. These two right here are the two best ones you can have. This one, he starts with 3 extra ultimate gauge. And I don't know if, I think I think this is a default one. I don't know, because I feel like I always get it. You definitely don't want the one that he lowers your HP based on his defense. You don't want that one. If you get that one, just reset and try again. Try to get a different one. This one is fine. This defense extra one. He increases his own, I think, crit resistance and crit defense. I'll have to go on global and check, but you can even check it on global properly, which is fine. And then this one, again, increases 3 ultimate gauge, which is not a big deal at all. His ultimates are not that big of a deal, except for phase 2, the one that removes your buffs. But phase 1's ultimate is not that big of a deal. Neither is, like, really, the things that are a big deal are his attack cards. Those single target attack cards hit really hard. But in general, his ultimates are not that big of a deal, and you can just take them off, really. And if he gets an ultimate like early, let's say like turn 2 on phase 2, you can just take it off and he will have one less attack. So it's actually not that big of a deal at all. This one, I think he just does more damage to you, but it's not very significant. And these buffs are great. Next week when I do it again, I'm gonna strive to get these, and that'll be a good run. Go for his Holy Relic, by the way. I'm gonna make a video just talking about it again, but I don't recommend giving Go for his Holy Relic. His Holy Relic is way worse than I thought it was. When I read it, I just saw, okay, when you use a debuff and a buff card for him, he uses it, buffs the stats of all allies by 1%. But I didn't read the parenthesis right at the end that says excluding debuff cards that do damage. So only his rank up increases it. And yes, by the end there, I had done enough rank ups that it was significant. Maybe I didn't count how many rank ups I did, I probably like 6-7%, but I didn't get the full 10%. And I think it's such a ripoff, actually. So it's good. I'm going to warn now for global players to consider that before giving him his Holy Relic. That is so lame. That is so restricted. But yeah, that's stage 3. And now I will get 6 or 7 of those purple things every week. So that's great. I'm going to be pumping more Holy Relics. That's about it.